Step into the unknown with the shadow frequency and your host, Matt Wilson, as he takes you where the shadows hum.
Welcome to episode 99 of The Shadow Frequency, where we dive into the eerie and unexplained. I am Juniper, your producer, and tonight we're unraveling a chilling tale for 1996, the Varginha Incident, Brazil's own cosmic mystery involving a UFO crash and the alleged capture of alien beings. The air feels heavy with secrets, doesn't it? Matt, you ready to guide us through this otherworldly encounter?
Oh, Juniper, I'm practically vibrating with the frequency of this one. Varginha's got all the makings of a paranormal masterpiece. Strange creatures, military cover-ups, and a town forever changed. Let's get shadowy.
You're in your element, aren't you? All right, listeners, buckle up for a creepy ride. Here's Matt Wilson with the first half of The Shadow Frequency in 3, 2, 1...
Good evening, Shadow Seekers, and welcome to The Shadow Frequency. Tonight, we're transporting you to Varginha, Brazil, January 20th, 1996, where the veil between our world and the cosmos tore open. Picture a quiet town, the kind where everyone knows each other, suddenly thrust into a nightmare of flashing red eyes and otherworldly visitors. This is the Varginha Incident, a story that still sends chills down the spine. It begins with three young women, Liliane and Valkyria Silva and Katia Andra G. Xavier, taking a shortcut through a vacant lot. The afternoon is rainy, the air thick with humidity. Then they see it, a creature, about 4 feet tall, crouched in the shadows. Its skin is oily, brown, glistening like something pulled from a swamp. Its head is massive, with 3 rounded bulges protruding like horns, and its eyes 2 glowing red orbs that seem to pierce their souls. The girls scream and flee, but the image is burned into their minds. They describe a smell, sharp and ammonia-like, clinging to the air. This was no animal, no human. This was something else. Hours before, whispers of a UFO crash had already begun. A local man, Carlos de Souza, claims he saw a cigar-shaped craft the size of a school bus limping through the sky, trailing white smoke. He followed its path to an open field where he found strange aluminum-like debris scattered across the ground, reeking of sulfur and decay. Before he could investigate further, military trucks swarmed the area, forcing him to leave. That same morning, a couple reported seeing a damaged saucer-shaped object drifting toward Varginha, its hull cracked and leaking an unnatural glow. By nightfall, the town was crawling with military personnel. Witnesses say the Brazilian army cordoned off streets, their faces grim, their movements urgent. Rumors spread of creatures, plural, being captured. One was allegedly taken to Humanitas Hospital, where a young military policeman, Marco Eli Chariz, handled the being. Witnesses claim it was alive, its red eyes flickering, its body frail but radiating an unnatural energy. The hospital was locked down, soldiers standing guard as doctors worked in secrecy. Another creature was reportedly found days later, lying by a roadside, weak and disoriented, before being whisked away by military vehicles. The town of Varginha became a cauldron of fear and fascination. Locals reported animals at the zoo dropping dead without explanation, their bodies untouched but lifeless. A woman claimed an extraterrestrial encounter left her pregnant, her story whispered in hushed tones. The air felt charged, as if the presence of these beings had left a psychic scar on the town. Ufologists descended, documenting tales of strange lights and eerie silences. The Brazilian military stayed silent, but their heavy presence spoke volumes. Something had happened in Varginha, something that couldn't be undone. All right, Juniper, I'm tingling with the creepiness of this one. What do you make of these red-eyed visitors so far?
Matt, I'm getting goosebumps just picturing those glowing eyes in the rain. This feels like the kind of story that keeps you up at night wondering what's really out there. Listeners, we're diving deeper after the break, so stick with us.
Absolutely. Second half of the show coming up. Juniper, take us to break.
Wow, Shadow Seekers, how wild is this Varginha incident? Those red-eyed creatures and that eerie UFO crash are giving me all the paranormal chills. What do you think? Could Varginha be proof that we're not alone? We've got more to unpack, including a twist that might make you question everything. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow us on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, and all major podcast directories. And visit our website, shadowfrequencypodcast.com, where you can stream all our episodes. Leave a voicemail telling us where you're listening from, and we'll feature it in an upcoming show. And you can check out our Shadow blog for companion articles. And if you want to support us, you can even buy us a coffee on the site. Right now, let's dive into the mailbag segment. I gotta reach over and it's his button.
It's time for the Shadow Frequency mailbag.
All right, this is the mailbag where we hear from you, our shadowy listeners. Today, we've got an email from Susan in Charleston. She writes, I listen to the Shadow Frequency every afternoon while I make dinner, and my teenagers love it. They're always asking me to turn up the volume when Matt starts talking about creepy stuff. Huh. Susan, that's so awesome. Love that your teens are getting into the shadow vibes. Keep those dinners spooky, listeners. Want to share your thoughts? Email us at shadowpodcast@protonmail.com. Back to you, Matt, for the second half.
Welcome back, Shadow Seekers, to the Shadow Frequency. We're knee-deep in the Varginha Incident, where Brazil's quiet town became a hotspot for extraterrestrial intrigue in 1996. Let's dive deeper into the paranormal pulse of this mystery. The stories from Varginha paint a vivid picture of cosmic disruption. Witnesses, like the three girls, described the creature as moving unsteadily, almost sickly, as if it was stranded far from home. Some ufologists believe these beings were part of a crashed craft, possibly shot down by U.S. or Brazilian forces, an idea backed by a retired Brazilian Air Force general, José Carlos Pereira, who hinted at a cover-up. He reported confirmed off-record that the crash was real, sending chills through investigators. Locals spoke of military convoys moving between Varginha and nearby Tres Corações, transporting something or someone to secure facility, possibly the University of Campinas. Rumors swirled that one creature, nicknamed Juca, was kept alive in captivity, its fate unknown. The death of Marco Eli Charisse, the young policeman, adds a darker layer. Days after allegedly handling one of the creatures, he died under mysterious circumstances. Official reports claim a hospital infection, but locals whispered of an alien contagion, something that attacked his body from the inside. His family was silenced, fueling speculation of a cover-up. Ufologist Stanton Friedman called Varginha a cosmic Watergate, pointing to the U.S. military's alleged involvement, with claims that debris and bodies were flown out of Brazil to an undisclosed American base. But here's where a shadow of doubt creeps in. The Brazilian Army's official investigation concluded that the creature was likely a homeless man nicknamed Mudinho, known for crouching in odd positions due to a mental disorder. They claim the girls mistook him for an alien in the rain, and the military presence was routine. Could this explain the red eyes, the ammonia smell, the otherworldly aura? It's a stretch, and many reject this as a convenient excuse to bury the truth. Whatever happened, Varginha embraced its eerie legacy. The town built a UFO-shaped water tower, sold gray alien dolls, and became a pilgrimage site for paranormal enthusiasts. The Varginha Incident remains a haunting enigma, a reminder that the universe might be closer than we think. Juniper, I'm still reeling from those red eyes and that cover-up vibe. What's your take on this cosmic puzzle?
Matt, I'm torn between wanting to visit Varginha and never setting foot there. Those creatures sound like they stepped out of a nightmare, but that homeless man theory? It's got me thinking. Listeners, let us know what you believe at shadowpodcast@protonmail.com.
Absolutely. Juniper, take us home.
That's a wrap on episode 99 of The Shadow Frequency. What a wild ride through Varginha alien mystery. Don't miss our contest. Stick around after the sign off for details on how to enter the drawing for tomorrow. That's right. Visit our website at shadowfrequencypodcast.com for episodes and our shadow blog. Until next time, keep your eyes on the skies and your ears tuned to the shadows. Good night, Shadow Seekers.
Calling all Shadow Frequency fans. Enter our contest for a chance to win big. First prize, the Bigfoot book, the Encyclopedia of Sasquatch, Yeti and Cryptid Primates, the Real Unexplained collection. Second prize, Squatch Metalworks, Bigfoot playing cards, a unique 52-card deck with illustrations and facts, perfect for Sasquatch lovers. To enter, email shadowpodcast@protonmail.com with your favorite episode of our podcast. Drawing is May 10th, 2025. Tune in and throw your hat in the ring.
This episode was produced with a commitment to exploring the unexplained while grounding our discussion in documented discoveries. All interpretations are speculative and intended for entertainment purposes.